Okay, recording started. Let me share the screen. The name of our webinar is, as you know, Disciplined Agile. And let me introduce myself to you first. My name is Can İzgi. My first name is pronounced as Can because the letter C is pronounced like J in Turkish. I have 4 certificates. One of them is DASSM, stands for Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master. The other one is PMI-ACP, which is Agile Certified Practitioner, provided by Project Management Institute. The third one is PSM-1, which is Professional Scrum Master. And the last one is PMP, which is Project Management Professional. I'm an instructor and consultant, and I have been teaching courses related to the Agile approach and project management since year 2005. You see my website, my email and my cell phone here. I'm going to send this slide presentation to you close to the end of this webinar. I have a BS degree and MS degree, both in electrical engineering. And since year 2005, I have been working as an instructor and consultant. And before that, I was working in Turkcell as a project manager, which is a telecommunications provider in Turkey. The objective of this presentation is shown at this slide. You'll receive some basic information about Disciplined Agile, as well as the courses I deliver related to Disciplined Agile. And you can consider this presentation when you assess your training needs related to the subject of Disciplined Agile in near future or in far future. During the presentation, I'm going to give you information about 2 Disciplined Agile courses I have been teaching, and I'm going to answer your questions during the presentation. Although there are a lot of people attending this webinar, feel free to ask a question at any time during the webinar. Please don't wait until the webinar finishes. Just jump in and ask, and I'll be happy to answer your question right away. Here you see the outline of the presentation. The first section, I'm going to summarize the Agile approach, and then I'm going to summarize the Disciplined Agile approach. Also, we see the differences between the two. Actually, they are very closely related, of course. At the first section, I'm going to give you information about the difference of 2 words, which are framework and toolkit. Disciplined Agile is a toolkit. It's not a framework. So that will be emphasized. After that, I'm going to show you the Disciplined Agile browser. And we go over what is called a method prism. And then comes the continuous improvement. These subjects are related to the Disciplined Agile approach. Then I'm going to give you information about the Disciplined Agile certificates and the courses I have been teaching. In section 9 and 10, I'm going to give you more detailed information about the Scrum Master course and Scrum Master course. And after that, we close the webinar for today. So this is the outline of the presentation. We can continue. Okay, Agile approach. You might know it. There's a report which says one can do twice the work in half the time if the Agile practices are used correctly by the team and stakeholders in the company. What is Agile approach? Agile approach is discovering requirements with collaborating with the customer and other stakeholders throughout the whole project in a continuous manner. Instead of doing a long, detailed upfront planning at the beginning and documenting the requirements and getting approval for them, and then later on trying to align with the approved documentation, which can be the requirements document or anything else. Generally, it is called a baseline. So the Agile approach involves discovering and figuring out and changing and adding, deleting the requirements list continuously, with the feedback coming from the business people, from the customer, and from the stakeholders, continuously until the project finishes. So that's it in a nutshell. Most of you might know it already. Well, what is Disciplined Agile? Disciplined Agile was developed by two Canadian engineers. You see their pictures here, Scott Ambler and Mark Lyons, in 2010s. The main idea in Disciplined Agile is context calm. Every team faces a unique situation. The problem they have observed until that time is many Agile teams have a hard time to figure out how to improve. They believe every team should work in their own unique way, and one process won't fit all. So they developed a Disciplined Agile toolkit, which provides guidance to Agile teams. And the Disciplined Agile toolkit helps us to improve our way of working, abbreviated as WOW, WOW. So this is what Disciplined Agile is. Now I'm going to show you a short video about Disciplined Agile from YouTube.
Disciplined Agile is unique. It's not another method, it's not another framework, it's a toolkit, a hybrid of existing Agile strategies that are being brought together, made easy to use, so that you can pick the strategies that make sense to you, so that you can customize your way of working for your situation.
Your organization very likely has teams in different situations. You'll have small teams, you'll have large teams. You'll have project teams. You'll have non-project teams, maybe a long-standing product team, for example. You'll have teams that face regulatory concerns. Some of these teams will have people working from home. Some will have people working from around the world. The implication is that you need a process toolkit that enables your teams to choose the right way of working for the situation that they face. And this is exactly what Disciplined Agile is all about.
Disciplined Agile can be used in many different kinds of situations. You can use it on pure Agile projects. You can use it on hybrid projects. We provide a selection of life cycles, lean life cycles, Scrum life cycles, continuous delivery, many different flavors, hundreds of strategies, and we provide you guidance to understand which ones work in which situation. Therefore, it will increase your chances of success. The other great use of Disciplined Agile is that if you're struggling with your method or your framework, you can use the toolkit and the strategies inside it to help improve your situation. So start where you are. You don't have to start over again. Whatever you're currently doing, use the toolkit to help you improve your situation.
Disciplined Agile is often adopted by organizations that have either undergone an Agile transformation or at least are attempting or struggling with an Agile transformation. And very often an interesting lesson that these organizations have learned is that one process size does not fit all. So they've tried to adopt Scrum across all of their teams or SAFe across all of their teams. And even though these are great frameworks, they don't apply to all situations. Disciplined Agile is different because we embrace the idea that teams will work in different ways, and we help you to choose your own way of working, to choose your wow, in order to tailor your approach to meet the context of the situation that you face.
Okay. you finished watching the video. Okay, Disciplined Agile is a toolkit. It's not a framework. Well, what's a framework and what's a toolkit? What's the difference between the two? Framework has many meanings. It has certain meanings in daily life, in Agile approach, in project management, but in our context, we define the framework as we see here, which is a basic conceptual structure that shows us the steps that constitute a complex work. This is what we call as a framework. On the other hand, toolkit is something completely different. Toolkit is a set of components, and each component is used for a particular purpose by itself. So this is called a toolkit. Let's see some examples. Example 1. We see below here the food delivery framework. What happens? Person orders a pizza. Okay. After the order is going to be processed. So the first step is food is ordered, and second step is food is processed. Then you want to deliver the pizza warm. So a person is responsible for baking, or some people are responsible for the baking process. Then the order is going to be sent to the customer. So a delivery person takes the pizza and delivers the order. And the last step is the customer receives the order. This is a framework. It has steps and it has a flow, and different people have different responsibilities. So we call this the food delivery framework. Let's see another example. Scrum is a framework. In Scrum, we have sprints. They are iterations. Iterations are called sprints in Scrum. Short phases. The length of a sprint can be 2 weeks long, for example. At the beginning of the iteration, at the beginning of the sprint, we do planning activities. We plan what we're going to do in that sprint, and then we execute. We do physical work so that something comes out, something tangible, consumable comes out, which is called increment, a piece of product. Then we have a sprint review meeting. The project team shows the increment to customers, business people, and other stakeholders. Then we have a retrospective meeting. One reflects about what went well during the sprint, what didn't go well during the sprint, and update the improvement list. So that's the retrospective. After that, the planning of the next sprint is going to start. So this is a framework. Scrum is a framework. It uses plan, do, check, act cycle, PDCA cycle. Plan, sprint planning, do, sprint execution, check, sprint review, act, sprint retrospective. Then we do planning again. This is how Scrum functions. Disciplined Agile, on the other hand, provides a cohesive approach, one that fills the process gaps that are purposefully left up to you in Scrum. Scrum guide is only 14 pages long. Another example. Suppose your refrigerator isn't working. A repair person comes to your home. The repair person brings a toolkit. During the repair, all of the tools won't be used. The repair person uses only the tools which are needed to repair the refrigerator. Nothing more than that. Let's see another example. Disciplined Agile is a toolkit. And we have Disciplined Agile browser, which is free to use. You see the link here. Suppose an Agile team wants to improve their work during the transition stage. They might be having difficulties as far as production readiness is concerned. And what happens is they can easily use the Disciplined Agile browser. Here is the Disciplined Agile browser. You don't have to log in. It's completely free to use. Here we have many choices, but suppose the team is having difficulties at the transition stage, and they want to improve something at the transition stage, and they think we can improve the production readiness process. So it has two subsections, technical readiness and stakeholder readiness. And suppose they think we can do something with alpha testing. Well, you might be a person which is not experienced at all, which is fine. You might be a person which is not experienced as far as Agile approach is concerned. That's also fine. But the browser gives you good updated current ideas about it, and also gives you additional resources. So the option here is alpha testing. If you know what alpha testing is, you can read the trade-offs on the right-hand side, as well as the explanation on the left-hand side. You see the trade-offs, and you can decide how you would improve the alpha testing process of your project. If you don't know what alpha testing is, which is possible, or if you want to have more information about alpha testing, the Disciplined Agile browser provides you good current information about it. Here it is. Now, you can read this article, which explains what alpha testing is, in case you don't know it, which explains what beta testing is, compares these two, etc., and even gives more further references to read if you wanted to. The Disciplined Agile browser guarantees that these references, these information are current and up to date. So the Disciplined Agile browser is updated continuously. So this was another example about a toolkit. Disciplined Agile is a toolkit. It's not a framework. There's a phrase called method prison. A team is stuck with a specific method. It can be anything. It can be a method which is very useful too. That's fine. But the team is not improving efficiently. They don't know how to get better. They do improve, they do it very slowly. The main reason is that they are stuck with a single method or with a single process, if you will. And they think that's what they have to align with, and they cannot get out of the method prison. So if you are using the Disciplined Agile toolkit, you're going to break out of this method prison, and you're going to improve faster in a more efficient manner, and also your work is going to become more joyful. You will enjoy your work more than before because you are improving. Continuous improvement, also called Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese term. Kai in Japanese means change. Zen in Japanese means Disciplined Agile is related to the Kaizen way of working because it is a departure point, it's not a destination. It means start with where you are, as we saw in the video. And then try to improve in small steps, in small chunks, and keep inspecting and adapting. Prefer evolution over revolution, because revolution might mean lack of psychological safety, and the antibodies in your blood will be strong, and you might see some resistance. Instead, evolution is much better choice for disciplined agile work. So you start improving in small steps, one by one, and you do it continuously. There will be no end to it. Disciplined Agile browser is updated continuously anyway. So this is what Disciplined Agile is. It's practicing continuous improvement in an efficient manner. We'll continue with the Agile certificates. Okay, this slide compares two certificates, Scrum Master certificate and Senior Scrum Master certificate. The eligibility requirements are different. For the Scrum Master certificate, DASM, no experience is required. A university student might target DASM certificate. For the Senior Scrum Master certificate, DASSM, 2 years of experience is required, plus understanding of the disciplined Agile is required. So it's a more senior level course. As far as training requirements are concerned, you need to attend a 14-hour course. And once you finish the course, the Project Management Institute is going to send an exam invitation to you so that you can eligible to take the exam. Well, how about the timeline? For the Scrum Master course, you have 2 months to take the exam after you receive the invitation. For the Senior Scrum Master course, you have 12 months to take the exam after you receive the invitation. In case you don't pass the exam the first time, you have 2 more tries, but there's a fee for each additional try. The fee is $120 for each retake. The exam length, both of the exams continue for 90 minutes, and they are 50-question tests. There is no penalty for wrong answers, so don't leave any questions blank. The certificate is valid for 1 year for both of them. To renew the certificate, you have to collect 7 professional development units. You can collect the professional development units by attending a webinar or other activities. Almost all the learning activities are eligible to earn professional development units. You can ask me later on if you are not sure about the professional development unit earning process. But also there is a renewal fee, which is $16 for Project Management Institute members, and if you are not a member, the renewal fee is $40 every time you renew. As of end of July, there are 5,206 certificate holders as far as DASM is concerned, and 3,803 certificate holders as far as DASSM certificate is concerned. So here we compare these two certificates. Let's go on with the courses I deliver related to these certificates. My main mission is to provide high quality courses. This is my first priority for the courses I teach. Well, what's the fee? The course fee should be commensurate with the quality of the education provided. So the tuition for each course is 850 euros, excludes the value-added test. But the course fee includes the exam fee and the course materials provided by the Project Management Institute, which is 450 euros, and the course fee, which is 400 euros. In other words, once you register for the course, we pay 450 euros to the Project Management Institute, so that after the course you will be eligible for the exam and you will be able to reach the course materials developed by the Project Management Institute using an access key. For example, if you register for the Disciplined Agile Scrum Master course, by using your access key, you're going to reach the course material and other related stuff for the course. The same is true for the Senior Scrum Master course. You're going to reach the course material prepared by the Project Management Institute. Since I'm an authorized training partner of the Project Management Institute, I have access to these course materials. An educator who is not an authorized training partner of the Project Management Institute won't be able to access these materials and won't be able to use these materials in the courses. These materials are vetted by the Project Management Institute. There's a question at the chat window. Let me look at that. Erhan Mülayim asks, how many frameworks are we supposed to know or have experience before using the disciplined Agile? Is the question. Let me answer to that question. Okay, it's coming later. For the DASM course, there is no prerequisite. So in other words, you don't have to know anything, any kind of framework to attend the course and to learn the disciplined Agile. Because at the beginning of the course, important frameworks like Scrum and Kanban are explained anyway. For the DASM certificate or DASM course, you don't have to know anything at all. So, in other words, if you're going to attend this course, you don't have to know any kind of framework to learn the disciplined Agile. And after the course, you will be familiar with the disciplined Agile toolkit as well as Scrum and Kanban. Another question? Hand raised.
Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. It was very nice for me. I'm on the side, not from the certification, but in the general concept of disciplined Agile. If I'm not mistaken, I understood that the hybrid project lifecycle also eligible to use disciplined Agile. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
And my question is, are we having difficulties because some part of the life cycle will be hybrid? I mean, the waterfall. This is what I will understand. And it's not fully agile. It is hybrid. How we manage? Are there some important points here that we have to consider? That's the first question. And the second question is, what is the situation in Turkey? If you have an information, of course, you may not know. I'm just curious about the industrial segmentation of the discipline agile usage in Turkey in in the area, in the sector, any information related with the reliability and the usage by the Turkish stakeholders from the industry?
Okay, let me answer the first question. Disciplined Agile recognizes the traditional life cycle, which is called waterfall approach. Most of you might know it anyway, opposite of Agile. Disciplined Agile recognizes that. Disciplined Agile also recognizes the hybrid approach. And more than that, Disciplined Agile gives you a procedure which you follow to figure out which life cycle would be most suitable for your team. And at the end of that procedure, you might end up with waterfall approach, the traditional approach, or you might end up with a hybrid approach, or you might end up Agile approach, or whatever it is. The thing is, Disciplined Agile Toolkit does not give very detailed support about the waterfall approach, but it's an agnostic toolkit, can be used in any kind of work. I'm not saying project. It can be also used in product management, or it can be also used in program management, where you manage more than one related projects in a coordinated manner. So even a team which doesn't use Agile approach at all will benefit from the Disciplined Agile toolkit, but I admit not as much as another Agile team. So this is the answer to the first question. The second question, I don't have very detailed information about the industrial usage, but the number of Disciplined Agile certificate holders in Turkey is pretty low. As of September 2023, there are only 5 Scrum Master certificates in Turkey, Disciplined Agile Scrum Masters, 5 DASM certified people, and only 22 Senior Scrum Master certificates in Turkey, Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master certificate holders. So the total is less than 30, a low number. On the other hand, people are becoming aware every day, which is similar to the Project Management Professional Certificate, PMP certificate. When I took my PMP certificate in year 2005, there were less than 100 people in Turkey who are PMP certified. Right now, there are about 4,000 people in Turkey who are PMP certified. Actually, one of my mission is to become people aware about the Disciplined Agile and its usage, and how they would have helped the teams, especially people working in an Agile environment. But I don't have more detailed information about that, unfortunately.
Thank you for
no
this.
Problem. Let me see the chat
I was just curious what's happening in the sectorial segmentation. That's enough. Thank you very much.
Okay, Emre Gürüş asks, are there 3 differences like planning, review, retro, daily Scrum? Like Scrum. Okay, 2 questions. The first question, the answer is no. It's a toolkit, no ritual. You use it with another framework you are using right now. Can be Scrum, or can be Kanban, or can be something else. You start where you are. You start improving continuously in small steps, Kaizen. Nothing is enforced. Evolution over revolution. Okay, second question. Is Disciplined Agile used in Western Europe software development work like Scrum? Yes, I can see that it's more common compared to what I saw in Turkey. Also, the number of certificate holders are more. And what I saw also was that people who are not in the software development industry use the Agile approach or Disciplined Agile regularly in some parts of Europe. Actually, once I was teaching a course where one of the participants is working in a pharmaceutical company. Let me not tell the name. It's like advertising. We are recording the webinar. Let me not tell the name of the company. The person thinks that Agile is the most commonly used approach in the pharmaceutical company because she works in that company and she hasn't seen something different around. So during the course, she learned that all over the world, Agile is most commonly used in software development, although also used in other industrial areas. So she was assuming that until she took my course, Agile is most commonly used in the pharmaceutical industry, not software development. So I was surprised to see that. Okay, anyway, as far as the second question is concerned, I don't have, again, a detailed data in front of me. Another question?
Sir, would you mind if I ask a question? I have PMP and PSM1 certifications beside my Microsoft software and database certifications. Are there any advantages to have these certifications for DASM and or DASSM certifications? Thank you.
Okay, the PMP certification helps a little bit because during the PMP certification process, one learns a good amount of information about the Agile approach. That will be the help of it as far as knowledge is concerned. But other than that, there's no relevance. That's all. Similar for PSM1, it will help because the person is going to learn Scrum during the process of getting PSM1 certification. But other than that, no need. Okay, we covered this slide. For all the courses I teach, I'm using virtual courses using Zoom. I'm delivering virtual courses. They include a presentation, hands-on activities, real-life case studies, sample questions, and group discussions. And before the course starts, I meet with the students to create a course schedule so that the course schedule is suitable and comfortable for everyone. This is how I try to make the quality as high as possible. The course intensity won't be more than 4 hours per day, and the minimum class size is 1 student. I can do tutoring instead of teaching for the whole course, no problem at all. And before the course starts, I conduct a Zoom meeting with each student individually. This is true for all the courses I teach. The Scrum Master course has no prerequisite, and it's suitable for people who are just interested in disciplined Agile or working in an Agile improvement. Of course, after the course, you are eligible to take the exam for the certification. But the course includes enough information about Scrum so that you will be ready to take the professional Scrum Master certification after the course with little study. If you pursue the ACP certification, Agile Certified Practitioner certification of the Project Management Institute, you're going to receive a good benefit from the course, which is fine, but you'll need to attend an additional course. You need to learn more Agile topics before you can pass the PMI ACP certification exam. The course has 4 main sections. At the foundations of Agile, Scrum framework is emphasized. At the second section, Lean is taught, but also you'll learn Kanban to a good extent. The third section details the foundations of the disciplined Agile, and at the last section, you know how to improve your team's way of working. During the last section, we perform hands-on exercises. You and me together study the disciplined Agile topics and other things related to that, so that we're going to come up with a procedure so that you can improve your team's way of working in the short run and in the long run. And you can keep that information so that later on you can apply that information at your workplace to improve your team's way of working. The senior Scrum Master has a prerequisite. 2 years of experience is required, ideally a leadership role, and understanding of the disciplined Agile is also required. So the course is suitable if you want to lead one or more Agile teams in the company, or if you want to become upper management staff member in the company, or if you pursue the Senior Scrum Master certificate. In that case, this DASSM, Senior Scrum Master certificate, is more suitable for you. Here is the course outline for the Senior Scrum Master course. The course outline concentrates on soft skill topics as well as scaling Agile company-wide, like sections 1, 2, and 6 are concentrated on soft skills management related topics. And with the scaling at section 3, and also number 5 and number 7 are also considered when you want to scale Agile in the company. These are the percentage of questions for the exam. We come to the end of the seminar, and I've given you some basic information about the disciplined Agile and the 2 courses I deliver related to the disciplined Agile. If there are more questions, let me answer it, or if you want to discuss something, we'll do that. But before that, I'm going to send you this presentation via the chat window here, and wait until you download it. Let me do it first.
Thank you, sir.
Let me try to find it.
I think I can stop recording.
Sure, yes.